Here we are again. I hope you're having a good day, an okay day. Um, I hope it's okay. Zodiacs today. If you resonate, great. If you don't, I find people still get something out of it. It's just the message. It's actually the channeled message. I am a channeler, a psychic medium, animal communicator, um, counseling a lot of people and animals. Horses, my favorite, love going to the stables. What do you like to do? We have a couple of days here. What do you like to do? You have to find our fun. Within reason, right? No one's going to be mean. Meanness is out. That's old. That's passe. Yeah. All right. Everyone shuffled. We're going to be using the Crystal Tarot deck, Crystal Vision. And I still don't remember the name of this, but it's the healing deck. I call it the healing deck. Sometimes you will find you're the medium, if you will, or the channeler, the medium. People get stuck on semantics, but medium can be, it's just the channeling. It's delivering a message, because some people receive a message to give to someone else and they decide not to. You weren't the medium. But if you're going to deliver the message, do it with compassion. I say it every time, compassion. It can be difficult because people receive the messages differently. All right, beginning with Taurus. I have to have my paper to cross it off, or I will frequently reread a sign. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest for another day. I get a lot of feedback later, even if it sounds somewhat general. Okay, Taurus, you got 8 of Cups. This is leaving the past behind. This is somebody, someone from your past is coming up. Again, if you resonate with it, Tauruses, anyone listening, I'd pay attention to this card. This is someone that you walked away from, or they walked away from you. We can have people in our lives that we love, but we can love them from over there. They don't have to be here immediately all the time. Most of the time. Taurus, someone is coming back into your life that was gone for quite a while. This is your turning your back on something that's too emotional. Whether it's with the same person or not, I'm not sure. Let's do another card. It is. More than likely it is. If it's going to be 2 people, that's fine, but it's definitely. Page of Pentacles is you've learned your lesson. You have learned your lesson. Take it and teach others. A lot of people don't realize that. That's one of our purposes, if you will, is to share, to teach. I'm also doing one card from the healing deck. Triggers. That's a perfect combination. What are your triggers? We all have them. We work on them. That's sometimes what they refer to as shadow work. We just work all the time because triggers can pop up unexpectedly. All right, Taurus, you're good. You're good. Set your boundaries. Know what you like. Know what you don't like. And I say it all the time. It's like having a job, relationships. in a workplace, we don't leave one job necessarily without having another, because most people can't have that gap to pay bills, right? You need that. You need a relationship. Sometimes it's similar. Sometimes we hold on because we're fearful of moving forward. In this day and age, we have to remember no one's perfect. We stay, I have allergies. We stay with who we have to sometimes, not in extreme cases. And you know what the extremes are, all the A's, the abuse, the alcohol, addiction and stuff. We give people chances, we try to help them, but use your own free will. This message for you is to review your boundaries. We need to know our boundaries intimately. And sure enough, 5 years from now, somebody will cross a boundary we didn't even know was a boundary. So Taurus, just remember what makes you happy. This is leave the past behind and go towards a more happier, peaceful existence. Okay. Thank you, Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, you got 3 of Pentacles on lower polarity, though. This is so strange. It feels like it's very similar to Taurus. But it feels like you've moved on a lot more than Taurus. Gemini, give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulate yourself for everything that you've accomplished, for everything, and even the smallest thing. I mean, some people been there, done that. We're so depressed. I don't care whether it's a day, a week, a month, a year, decades. Be proud of yourself for doing the friggin' dishes. That's this. Be proud of yourself. Congratulate yourself. It doesn't mean hubris or stuck up. It just means I could breathe. I did a dish. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to do another one. And if it's more than that, go for it. Go for it. This card is, things are coming together. You're moving on, you're moving along, moving towards. That's what your healing deck is. Hydrate, which is funny because that's the well. So in lower polarity, right? On lower polarity, in low, it's definitely something being drained. This is hydrate. We do, aren't they beautiful cards? I love them. We do much better hydrated. It feeds our mind. We're not as foggy headed. We're more mentally alert. Obviously dry skin. It goes into your joints, depending, it depends on your age also, but at any age, if we're eating a lot of processed food, we're going to have issues. This is hydrate. And it's not just water, it's those little minerals that we need. Organic, regenerative food, if possible. Health. Juice. There's so many people that juice the whole thing, like a whole lemon, that juice the whole lemon. I'm afraid to try that with my blender. I'm not afraid. I'm hesitant. Well, give it a try. All right. Thank you, Gemini. Give it a try. All right, thank you. Again, thank you. Hold on before I move on. I found in my own life being grateful, being grateful really does help. It changes the perspective. It helps push us, guide us, pull more in. Okay. All right, there you go, Gemini. You're done. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer, you got 3 of Cups. It's congregation. community, collective forces, collective challenges, but also help. I have a friend that we'll do certain gardening things with. And of course, when we get together and we're doing something together, oh my gosh, the amount of stuff we get done. Even in between, we can laugh, we can cry, we can complain, and, just, but we get so much more done. Ask for help. Sometimes we get turned down. Ask someone else. And sometimes that's a lesson to get in here. Like, well, I can't ask that person. I have people like that. It's like, oh, nope, not going to ask them again. Love them. But we all have our little idiosyncrasies. The other side of this is stop partying too much. For those of you, if you really truly knew what alcohol does to our bodies, take care of your teeth. I'm getting teeth issues. And also eyesight. Alcohol, anything drying, interferes with eyesight, and depending upon your age, but as the older we get, oh, we can feel that. All right, let's see. Your healing card is get clear. So that can be a book club. Start book clubs. If they're just online, they're just online. If you're in California and somebody is in Kentucky, that's fine too. That's great. Get maybe an extra pen pal. Maybe you can meet in the future. Maybe, I don't know. If they don't shut the world down. We'll see. But this is definitely get clear. Get clear with, we get clear with wisdom. But it's the knowledge. It's the knowledge that helps us become clear. Not just the smudging and the saging and the grounding, which is all fantastic. Breath work. Definitely breath work. But it's the wisdom. And if you're practicing breath work, it's both physical, spiritual, and mental. Well, both and all. All right. Thank you, Cancer. They're not too long reading. Too long of a reading? Okay, Leo. Leo, you got the world, but it's on lower polarity, on reverse. Something cooking, it's not ready. It's just not ready. A friendship, not ready. A romance, again, free will, and if you resonate with it. But romance, it feels like it's not quite ready. Not quite ready. So if you're saying, but I'm with somebody, they won't propose. They might not. Nowadays, it's so different than obviously when I was growing up. We went on dates. Now, some people still do the dating, but it's not the same for most people. I keep hearing dates. Add more dates. That could be just to have fun. It doesn't have to be actual romantic dating, but it just feels like things are on hold. Let's see that's the New York accent. Hidden blessings. Perfect for this. Perfect. Because on lower polarity, something's not cooked. It's not ready. Perhaps something's hidden. So many of us, me included, so many of us have blessings and we just don't acknowledge them. If you're in America, you have, because I know, hello to my Australian friends and Africa and other places. If you're in America, though, especially, other countries, but yes, it runs a gamut, budgets and financial situations. But even if very, very, and I've been on all sides with, except for extremely wealthy, but I've been on all sides. And unless you're really on the streets, but even if you're on the streets, if you use a bathroom, to be quite honest, if you use, and blunt, if you use a bathroom, you're using a lot of water that some people don't have. And it's not easy in the midst of a depression. I'm not a doctor, but personal experience and people that I observe and talk with. I read of a lot of people, have for many years. If we can just understand and be in that gratefulness moment and say, okay, everything else sucks, but I'm going to understand that I can flush the toilet, that I can look out the window, that I have a roof over my head. That's just what it is. Sometimes it's the most obvious blessing. And when we recognize those blessings, we usually get more. But also the same thing with, because I've read for homeless people and I've read for, I'll just say characters. And if we can, people without can be so appreciative, joyful, peaceful. And it's like, because I know my day, it was like, I don't know how you got there. I don't care how you got there. I'm depressed. But we do, if we can just remember that we can get there, that we will get there. That's the hidden blessing. Something's like a wall, something's in front of us. It's the hidden blessings that will turn the world from reverse upright. All right, that was a lot of talking, but you got it. All right, you're going to turn it right side up. Thank you, Leo. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, you got Queen of Pentacles. Virgo card. This is a reminder to hold. Hi. This is a reminder to hold to your money. Yeah, if you want that new blouse, go buy it. If you need sandals, go buy them. I personally need sandals. I don't know what happened to them. So go purchase them. There's tons of thrift stores. If your budget's like this, there's tons of thrift stores. I've gotten great, and I mean a great pair of boots for literally $6. So, and I mean a great pair. So this is watch the budget. But it also tells us you're fine. You are fine physically. I'm not talking about particular ailments, but you're fine physically, and you're centered, you're balanced, you're probably a lot more than you think or that you feel. Let's see what your healing card says, because that's really somebody that's doing well. It just might not be so apparent in your eyes, or just literally not apparent. I mean, how many times do we go through that? It's like, there's nothing here. I don't have a job. There's no one calling for appointments. There's no, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. Well, that's the money you're supposed to be saving. That's the money that you're supposed to not splurge. So many people are raised not knowing how to take care of money. And the first thing we do when we get it in our hands or on a credit card, but preferably cash, my 2 cents, we spend it. We order takeout. We go buy a new this. We go buy that. We go treat somebody. And it's like, well, make sure that all the coffers, the treasury, is fine before truly splurging. Okay. Seek seclusion. Ooh, is that a Virgo or what? That's also the Queen of Pentacles. Seeking your own counsel. Yeah, you can't help people. Thankfully, comments don't go along. I have to find out if we've had an earthquake around here, because I felt like there was an earthquake. I'm gonna have to look that up. Pentacles, Earth. Yeah, something's going on with Virgos. So when we talk about seeking seclusion, meditation, going within, being yourself, talking to yourself, talking to others, whoever your other is. You're definitely hearing from them. You're probably, Virgos, you're probably dreaming very, very heavily right now. If you can, try keeping a dream journal. A lot of people don't remember their dreams. I know, I get it. Or you wake up and it's like, ooh, and there it goes. So just keep the dream journal. Just one word or one color. Or even if you say, oh, well, that stinks that I can't remember it. What was that dream about? What was that dream about? What was that dream? It's making a connection spiritually, connecting higher, and physically. They've found that when we do things like that, it forms new trees in the brain, new neuro pathways. All right. Thank you, Virgo. Moving on to Libra. Libra, you got 4 cups. This is definitely a moving on card. This tells us that you're definitely more stable than you think. Don't focus so much on the past, because you see her face. I'll show it again in a second, but you see her face and it's kind of sad. I'm also seeing mermaids. So Libras, if you connect with mermaids right now, this is a good time maybe to, if you're the type, call in good energy. Go to the beach, go to where water is. Just put your feet in water, rinse your hands in water, whatever your situation is. Splash water on your face, but all I keep hearing is water, water. And yeah, they're cups, but I'm really hearing it. It feels like they're stressing cups. It's also take care of yourself. There's long life here. There's new life coming. Some of you Libra is going to have a pregnancy surrounding you. Either you or someone immediately to you. There should be an announcement soon. Okay, your meditation. Look at this. I love the pairings with cards. It looks like she's meditating. Can you see that with the glare? So meditate, and it really does work. All the time. No, we don't know why. I know a lot of people talk about heart coherence, vibration, how we manifest, we can change things like this. And I've watched people, including myself, do it for years, and nothing changes, or very little, or small increments. But we do it anyway. That's the human spirit. That's our soul saying, there's more. There's more love. There's more peace. There's more joy. There's more money for the new sandals that I need. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. You're good, Libra. Thank you. Moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, you got 4 swords. You know, I think this is like the 3rd time where the previous zodiac had the same numbers. So 4 swords. This is somebody's giving you a cold shoulder. I don't know who's giving you a cold shoulder. It's protecting yourself emotionally. So my saying has always been, know your boundaries intimately. Intimately. And it still doesn't matter how well you know your boundaries. Eventually, 5 years from now, whenever, somebody can cross and make a new boundary. And then that's when we learn that one. This is self-soothe. Some sort of energy is escaping you. Oh, listen, I'm not a doctor, but what I'm seeing here is a procedure, but I am a medium. I'm seeing a procedure or something that was done to you and it's causing some sort of blood issue. Not a doctor. Does not go for all Scorpios or for anyone that's listening, if it resonates with you. And also, what are the guidelines for every single channeler? It can be for somebody immediately to you. It does not have to be for you. It's just because you're listening. All right, well, let's see what your healing card says. Control. Sometimes in order to protect ourselves, we have too much control. So one of the controls that I had was to talk a lot. And like nonstop sometimes, without any alcohol or without any, it's just like it was like just talk. It didn't make sense sometimes, or it was like blah blah blah, but it was a sense of control. I didn't know that until I read up on some psychology. Not a lot, but some. Find out where you feel you're lacking control, and that's what you come into yourself. That's where you get your boundaries going. Again, anything else may not be for you, because I realize how people hear these messages and these readings, and it's like, oh my God, she said no. Not a doctor. It might not go to you, it might go for somebody else who's listening. And people, people watch this way into the future. So I had one video, I don't remember, I might have taken it down, I don't know, where there was like 10 views, and over, no joke, over 3 years, I got up to over 100. It took 3 years. So control your health. Control as much as we can. And we can really actually control it a lot. Control. It doesn't mean control every single aspect, because it's also a release, right? This image, they're flying. That energy is flying. This is, maybe I'm holding on too tight. To let go. Let go of it, an old way of thinking. Okay. That's your reading, Scorpio. You're fine. Don't panic. Everything's to small degrees. It's not like huge. In a private reading, maybe I might go a little, but then I would have time to explain a little bit more. All right. Thank you, Scorpio. Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got Page of Swords. This is, you are just about ready to it's like a horse biting at the bit, they say, like I'm ready to go. You know, a foot racing, that's like they have to get, they have to go. I'm ready to go. And it's like they're holding the horse back, the jockey, and the horses are like, we're going, we're going. You're almost ready. If it's a contract, please read it. If you don't understand it, you look up words. We have a dictionary and thesaurus for that, whether on your phone or physical. I like the physical better because it always makes me go for another word. But she's just about to smile. So that's nice. Okay, Sagittarius. Nurture. Learn how to nurture yourself. Learn how to take care of yourself. Your teeth first. Everyone, anyone listening, treat your teeth as if they're, because between dentists and car accidents, and so this is nurture yourself. Take care of your body. And don't let thoughts run around unsupervised in your head. And if you feel somebody's ignoring you or leaving you out in the cold, revisit that with yourself and find out why that's possible. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, you got Knight of Cups. This is love coming your way. There is a quest. Now, you could be the one that's asking someone out. You could be the one going, and that's fantastic. This is, it's not like how when I was young. I think, yeah, occasionally I'm sure girls ask the boys out, but as the decades went through, not so much. Then they definitely ask. Nowadays, people definitely ask. So you have to be prepared. If you're female, you have to be prepared. Oh, male too. Males are used to this, unfortunately. You have to be prepared for a no. No one likes a no, unless they're hoping for the answer of no. Just make sure. People have a habit, at any age, but definitely younger, have a habit of saying, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. How long have you been dating? Oh, I think like 2 months, 3 months. And if it's 1 week or 2 weeks, that's absolutely insane. Doesn't mean you can't feel that, but that's not love. You love the person. You can feel the energy and just be in love with that energy. Yeah, these comments are going to make me not want to go live. I see that. I think there's a way to stop the comments. I might decide to do that, because I like going live. It's just easier for me. Every time I try doing a video someplace else and then uploading it, it just doesn't work out for me. Live just seems to be the best. So, but I'll have to figure out how to work that. But Capricorn, night up, and oh, there's no accidents, because that's been going. See, the phone's so far away, I can't really see. Sometimes the comments. Don't read the comments. But there's no accident that it came up now. So if somebody's bothering you, if somebody's like, and you've been kind and you said, don't talk to me, I don't want to date you anymore, or I quit the job, or even jobs, employment, if a boss really liked you, they'll keep hounding you to come back to work. This is a reminder, you do not have to subscribe. You do not, well, subscribe to this channel. That's it, keep it light. Capricorn, keep it light. And I have to emphasize something here. There are a lot of people that flirt and they don't mean it. That can get you hurt. People don't take kindly to somebody flirting or dating them and then all of a sudden and be mean about a breakup. So whether it's you're doing it, and I'm not saying you are, but if you know somebody who's doing it, be careful. People react. And I know for a fact, been there, and I watch it with other people. You reject some people, their psyche can't handle it. Their personality can't handle it. They'll get you back 20 years later. So please be careful. Don't live in fear. There's no fear here, but it's just a preparation where it's knowledge. Modify. Your healing card is modify. Modify how you treat people. Modify how you allow people to treat you. Knight of Cups is on a quest, and it's a quest for love. Love self first, foremost, the best. That's when we attract, again, not hubris and conceited and all that stuff, but how we feel about ourselves usually is what we attract. 99 times out of 100, if not more. I'm sure the statistics is probably a lot more than that. I wouldn't say 100%, but close. Okay, Capricorn, love is in the works for you. Some people get a plant or an animal. Aquarius, you have 10 of Wands. This is a completion of one cycle, moving on to another. There's two things here. Certain baggage you need to bring from the last cycle to the new cycle. And it's also a reminder, are you carrying something that you really can put down now? So if you figure this type of a traveler they're eating the food. There's some food and water in those bags, yes? So it would naturally lighten. Remind yourself that your load is being lightened. Again, not a doctor, but I am hearing some of you need to cleanse. We do that with good food. We do that with hydrating. And it's not just water. There's lots of things you can do to hydrate. I'm hearing going east, north and east. So some of you are going north and east, or north and some are going east. All right, let me see what your healing deck says. Flow. Isn't that beautiful? Travel. Travel, travel, travel. This is the flow. This is the flow. It will be smooth as much as possible. I'm not God, so, you know, things happen. But as much as possible, as of right now, any travel should be smooth. Because even in this image, you have rocks, you have rivers, you have things you have to go over. Bugs, gnats, mosquitoes, we're in that season. So, but the 8 is harmony. Okay, got your reading, Aquarius. Thank you. Moving on to Pisces. Knight of Swords. It's a reminder that you and somebody around you is being impulsive. Do not have a reaction, and that's not easy to do. If somebody, right, they have I'll match energies sometimes. It's not always to my benefit. So we need to watch that. I'm much better the older I get. But, oh God, much better when I think about it. But we do not have to match energies all the time. Just don't match it. You or somebody around you being too impulsive. It's like, okay, aim, fire. Okay, do it. And you have to reset. Let's sit. Let's look. Let's survey. Situational awareness. But it's also like when you go on an expedition, or you go on a vacation, or you're going for an interview at a new job. You want to learn the streets, how to get there. Don't be like me and I just turn the GPS on and I don't know. So if my phone died or something, I'm not getting to that appointment. So don't be like that. Do it ahead of time. Get the instructions, the directions, everything ahead of time. Go in to an appointment, an interview, a relationship with as much information as possible. Okay, Pisces, let's see. Oh, self-love. This is a good pairing, and I'll tell you why, because there's another aspect to this card. Self-love. Because if we're doing things spontaneously, if we're too impulsive, it's not always self-love. It's just not self-love. We're not talking about, I'm going to go for a balloon ride, or I'm going to go for, I'm going to do something impulsive. That could be fun. This is talking about doing something impulsive and didn't think it through. So make sure you try to think things through, because I don't think it's just you here. If you have self-love, this person who's coming at you, you're going to recognize like 10 miles away. Say, oh, I know that energy. Quick story. I've had several people say to me, oh, I knew immediately. They came over to talk to me and I knew immediately I didn't care for their energy. And since I'm an energy worker, channeler, I'm like hooked not hooked. I connected with their energy and the person that they were talking about energy. And I went, oh no, that wasn't their energy. That was your energy. It was a bias. It was fear. It was something that was prohibiting. It was actually, and both were females, but it happens with males too. They were projecting. We give people chances. I know people that have gone on like 4 dates, didn't really care for them. Maybe let me give it another try because they're nice people. And on the 4th date, bam, boom, there was a connection. And it's like, yeah, I definitely want to see you more. It takes a long time to get to know somebody. Lots of people put up facades, right? That actress comes out. Take your time to get to know someone. I don't get 3 years later. I've had friend relationships and 3 years later, or whatever time later, it was like, oh, there you are. There you are. So take your time, Pisces. Moving on to Aries. Aries, I love this card, one of my favorites in the deck. Ace of Pentacles. This is new schooling, new learning, new lessons, new wisdom, more knowledge. If you can, learn something new. I think everyone should be, they finish a project, start another one. If you need a rest, you need a rest. But do something. Always going to school, online, something. There's tons of free stuff out there if it's not in your budget. This is bridging the past to the future. We have to leave the past behind. Some people, because of the past, or because of incidences or relationships or anything, even something like you got saddled with bills from a partner perhaps, and they're gone and you got all the bills. So yeah, that's going to carry on to the future. You can't leave that behind. But it's bridging, and there's lots of other examples of people that certain hurts and harms and haunts just have to be carried to the future. There's nothing they can do about it. We can do it emotionally, psychically, mentally. But this is bridging to feel whole, to feel at peace. And this is calling in all the new. And like I love this. It looks like a heart. It's going towards the light, good light, feeling lighter. Okay, let's see what your boundaries. There's one thing when we move on to something new, right? Aces are new, and they contain all the earth cards, all the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. When we are moving on to something new, we set our boundaries. Like, okay, the class is from 6 to 9. No one can talk to me. Because you know how many times people are in a class or they're having a session and they have their phone on and they actually take the call? It's like I'm channeling your mother. It's like, no, I said, I'm here. You paid for the hour. I'm here. I'm not talking about emergencies, or if you have young kids and you need the phone on, or doctors or medical people. There's certain reason to have it on. I'm talking the average. This is set your boundaries. Do not be disturbed. And plus, what are you teaching the other person by letting you, when you say, and I've heard it, no, I told you I'm going for the session. I'm in, obviously, if they're healings, they have to turn their phone off. That has to be. But a regular reading session, it's like the phone's ringing. And they didn't set their boundaries with the other person, nor with themselves. So Aries, set your boundaries. Set your boundaries, because more is coming. Newness, freshness, money, abundance, success, in different ways. I've given people readings. Everything's always in degrees with messages and readings. I've given readings and they said, oh, you said I was going to get more money, and I literally found $10 on the floor. So, that happened. All right. I want to thank you very much for joining. Um, it takes me a while to timestamp it. Sometimes I can't do it for hours. One time I couldn't do it to the next day. So always know that I start with whatever that month is. So we're in Taurus season. Um, I don't put a timer on because it just goes by the message. Breathe. Breathe through your days. Take care of yourself. Head to toe, in, out. Give yourself a rest, self-compassion, be gentle, and be firm. When you need a kick in the butt, it's like, oh, I gotta get up. I have to do this. I have to do that. You are love. You are loved, and you are lovable. If you don't feel that, figure out why. That's definitely our normal state as a soul. The personality we deal with. All right, that's your readings. Go play.